They were fighting for days, but at last, Alucard felt victory in her grasp until suddenly the Black God quotes, "What is a high-tier vampire to a low-tier god?" As some of you guys may know, the game's out, and it's playable. But the thing is, it's lacking a lot of core components, and I don't want to waste my money advertising a game that's not even done yet. So I made a settings menu, which only has two options right now, and of course there will be more in the future. I also added a results screen, so watch me destroy this kid, and also watch me destroy this one. And now look, I get my reward and a little nice stats menu. Alright, I think the game's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go start adding another character just because I don't know what else to add. So right now I'm modeling the hair. I haven't done it in a long time, so I think it turned out alright, but I think I could have done better. Then I drew the face. I also just then made some clothes, and this is a final result. Oh! Alright, let me talk about how the kit's gonna work. So basically, the M1's gonna be a crowbar, and you can charge it to do more damage, similar to the old version of this ability, which is on screen. But you know what? I'll go make that tomorrow. The world's a beautiful place. Wouldn't you agree? Here's some wise words. So using a reference, I was able to make a crowbar that I kind of liked. I mean, it was simple. Then I had to weld it to the character, you know. After that, I was able to make all the animations for said character. However, I was kind of indecisive about a lot of things, but I think it turned out well. I'm not gonna go too much into the details because I don't want to bore you guys or anything. But I ended up making the crowbar attack. I also gave a new special kind of visual for getting hit by it, so like it blurs and like concusses you for a bit. As for the character's abilities, that's why I was like most indecisive on because, well, originally she was supposed to have a pocket revolver and a cigarette, but cigarettes aren't allowed on Roblox. It was supposed to be like Decaying Winter, but like Decaying Winter got taken down because of it. But what I finally did decide on was like the Decaying Winter's Artillerist's Magnum and a flashbang. 你的微笑，这其实并不重要，这其实并不重要。我多少，你漂亮，我们在爱的世界里面环绕，看不到我才能依靠。你说你一直会陪着我到老，我才有道。I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, but well, we gotta get back to work, alright? So this is what's gonna be going on. I'm gonna go start working on the Magnum model for the character. But first, let me go get some music. Who the fuck wants to listen to this? What the what? I mean,
I wonder how someone so amazing like you still doesn't have friends.
Oh yeah.
Or even a partner.
So, this is actually my second time ever making a gun. If you somehow saw my first ever video where I made a revolver, you could tell it was a piece of shit. Alright? When I made it, I knew it was a piece of shit, but like, this is way better. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, bro. As for the texture, I made it pink so it would fit the color palette.
So lucky, lucky, I'm so lucky, lucky, I'm so lovely, lovely, I'm so lovely, lovely, you can fool yourself, I promise it will help, now every single day, I just wanna hear you say, I'm so lucky, lucky, I'm so lucky, lucky, I'm so lovely, lovely, I'm so lovely, lovely, you can fool yourself, I promise it will.
After making the weapon model, I started animating it, so I also want the gun to like spin in her hand. So in the end, this is why I ended up making, and I really liked how it turned out. It looks really smooth, but yeah. Alright, so now you can see the gun's welded to her left leg, and then when needed, it'll go into the arm and then it reattaches itself. You can also use it when you're in the air, so you can also aim it, just like Tim. And then I made the bullet pink as well. Alright, now it's time to code an entire projectile system in my game, and this is how to. Alright, so the first thing I made was a projectile module, and you can attach a hitbox to the projectile. So basically, to sum it up,
Okay, imagine like this, alright? You got a starting point right here, and you have a direction and a speed. So let's say this is 35 studs per second. Now, every single second, it's going to travel 35 studs, just like that. And what I'm doing is, this is a hitbox. Actually, the one you saw in the video was a circle. This is a hitbox. And every time it travels a second, it updates the position, going from here, then here, then here, then here, and it does that over and over.
the next step is to give it gravity, which I was able to do pretty easily.
Okay, so the way you write gravity is that your velocity is made up of 3 different components, an x, y, and z axis. Basically, all we are doing is we're taking the y, and every single second we're subtracting a specific number from it. So pretty much, then it becomes like this, goes here, but then the y gets subtracted a bit, so then it goes here. Then it gets subtracted a bit more, and then so on, it repeats.
Then I made it bouncy and made it lose speed with each bounce, so it's a bit more realistic. I finished the flashbang, and I also added like directional influence, where the direction, velocity, and all that stuff is dependent on the direction that you move in. Going forward makes it go farther. Going backwards makes it come closer to you. It's also cursor aimable. So for the past few days, I've just been working on bug fixes and balance changes, but nothing new really. I also added things that the people want. No, wait, that doesn't
actually,
maybe
that
game
doesn't
deving
work.
is
Ask
bad.
what the
Join
fuck,
the
you should
Discord
just
server.
join the Discord.
I'm so tired.
Well, okay, that looks good. I
Alright,
think
let's
just
just
put
put
this
this. I don't think I'm
together
ever
and
gonna try
bro,
to
what
do
the
something like
fuck is
this ever
this?
again. Then we slapped those pieces on. I made this animation really quickly. So like I was imagining like a double slash up, and like you'll be able to grab them, throw them away in a certain direction based off of where you're looking. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, that must be my delivery. Yeah, shout out to this person. You know, he made some M1 animations for this character. I changed it up just a bit, not a lot, and I added it into the game, and I honestly think this is fucking awesome. So let me explain.
Alright, the M1 is a 3-part M1 combo, and this is how it works, alright? The first part is like, it's really probably the simplest one out of all of them. It's just 2 slashes, like slash, slash. You know, okay? The second part is you like flip through the air, and then you land. Okay, so the first part is called stage 1, the second part is called stage 2. Okay, and also you can use other abilities during this to cancel it, but and you can also just block to cancel it. Now, the third M1, if it's stage 1, what you do is like you do the attack where you get launched through the air, like this. And if it's stage 2, you do the dashing attack where like you dash forward and then you do the slash. Now, also, if you cancel your second part when it's in like stage 2, you can still do your stage 2 M1 without being in the actual, yeah. You know, you guys have to get the idea.
Damn.
What? Yo, that is bullshit.
So like summer vacation finally started, and I thought I was gonna get like a lot of progress done, but no, my bum ass. I've just been playing Terraria and DevLog, and the video sucks still, and it still has absolutely zero direction. I realize these videos are like way too long, so I'm gonna just end it, upload it, and who gives a shit about this one? I'm not even gonna finish editing it. All the videos after this are definitely gonna be a lot more short and more consistent.